So the same outfit you killed Lil Buck in, you kept that video in your phone for the prosecutors to use against you in court. You tried to mind fuck your daddy into helping you get out of a criminal situation in which he didn't mind helping you, but once his life got put on the line, that's where you had the old man fucked up. And we can't forget the song Ksoo, bitch, where all you say is, I kill a bibby, I kill a bibby, I kill a bibby, come here, boy. I kill a bibby, I kill a bibby, I kill a bibby, come here, boy. You dropped the mixtape dissing Lil Buck and his whole family. You have to be the devil in the flesh because who commits murder broad daylight, brags about it on a song, go on a nationwide tour, and then deny it once you're interrogated for it? Oh, I can't believe this. I ain't had nothing to do with it. Not according to the song with 30 million views. Self-snitching at its finest. Betrayal at its finest. Ain't no loyalty in these streets at its finest. I feel so bad for the youth, the way they catching life sentences at 19 years old, 18, 17, 16, 20. It's like these niggas ain't even living to get no pussy no more. No money, no education, no furtherance of their future. Ain't nothing. Maybe these little niggas should be locked up if you think about it. All they want to do is hurt people. So there you have it. Ksoo and the rest of ATK about to be spending the rest of their life behind bars, playing spades, eating noodles.
State of Florida versus Hakeem Robinson. Verdict as to count one. We, the jury, found the defendant guilty of first-degree murder as charged in the indictment. So say we all. Done, Jacksonville, Duval County, Florida. Signed by the foreperson on July 31st, 2025.
Does counsel for either the state or defense desire the jury to be polled?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Madam Clerk, if you can please poll each juror.
Juror 1, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 2, is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Juror 3, is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Juror 4, is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Juror 5, is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Juror 6, is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Juror 7, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 8, is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Juror 9, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 10, is this your true and correct verdict? Yes. Juror 11, is this your true and correct verdict? Juror 12, is this your true and correct verdict? Thank you.
Man, the sad part about this kid getting found guilty, I don't give a fuck if he did it. I don't give a fuck if he didn't. Because when you step in that courtroom, like Boosie say, it's if you proven guilty, bro, nigga. Nah, they gonna make them folk do their motherfucking job. Man, that man daddy sit up and told on him, bro. Man, that nigga daddy, these folks scared him with 30 years. Man, daddy went in there and told on his own son, talking about somebody, I got other kids to live for, my organs are failing rapidly. Man, my organ feeling rapidly, and me and my son got fucked up on some shit. Well, son, come on, we bunking together. What kind of shit is that, bro? I don't think that's probably the only father that'll do some shit like that. Cause you got fathers who just not finna get into what they son got going on. Then you got the ones that's all into it. He was all into it. Son called him to come pick up a nigga. Like he ain't know the situation. Like he don't know what's going on. Your son know you're a street nigga, so he thinking he calling the street nigga. All along, you was the bitch nigga. The father. It don't make no sense. You turn coon on your own son, man. And I don't give a fuck how nobody feel about it. You can say, man, he shouldn't have went and did it. Bro, when you step in that courtroom, it's people in jail right now that went to jail for shit that they didn't do because they got proven guilty for some shit that they didn't do. It's niggas, it's men that went to jail for raping white girls and they did not do it. But they got proven guilty, so they went to jail. So I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. Oh, well, he did it. They shouldn't have did what they did. No, it ain't about what you did. It's about how the shit got handled. I don't give a fuck who tell on them, but I don't give a fuck about the rest of the nigga that told on them. It's all about your daddy, bro. You know how that make that little nigga feel? You know how they gonna make him feel sitting behind them bars, bro? That make you want to take out your... Come on now, use your head. If you a street nigga and all your son saw was you being a street nigga and you expected for him to be any different, you a low-down, dirty motherfucker. You didn't care about your kid. You didn't care. I know street niggas who cared about their kid. I know a street nigga right now moved a whole lot of shit. Got caught up, thought about his sons. Nigga he went become a welder, my nigga. All with done. Moved off, make plenty of money. All with was done. He wasn't finna watch his son go down that same path. He wasn't finna do that. But when you watch your son go down that path and you support the path, you in the courtroom saying, yeah, I got mad when I heard the song, the diss song that the other boys made. Yeah, I got mad. It made me mad. Why is you as a 50 or at this time probably a 49-year-old man or 50-year-old man listening to a rap song, a beef song, if you not in the beef, if you not in it? My mama ain't finna be listening to none of my beefs if I got a beef. She ain't in it. And if she is in it, she ain't gonna handle it like that. And that's a woman. My mama will sit up and tell them for, well, you do your motherfucking job then. Simple as that. Nobody, man, that's some weird, fucked up ass shit, bro. That kid gotta go sit down for some shit and I don't give a fuck if he did it or not. Your dad is sitting in front of your face. The courtroom say, well, your son is right here. Oh, he's sitting right over there in between these two lawyers. You acting like you all shaked up and crying. You trying to get your time cut. You don't want to do the 20. You trying to get a little time served so you can do you a little 10 to get back home. As if people gonna respect you for what you did. That make niggas want to take you out for what you did. Remember that.
Based on the verdict of the jury finding you guilty of the offense charged in the indictment in case number 2020 CF 3601, the court does hereby remand you to the custody of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, and your bond in this matter shall be revoked. Now, he is entitled to a pre-sentence investigation report. Is that correct? Okay, then I will be sure to order one. Again, that takes approximately 30 days to complete, so we'll need to come back for sentencing no earlier than 30 days. When would the parties wish to return? I have the week of August 25 or September 2 for sentencing to be set. The same week as Mr. And has this jury reached a verdict? Can you please hand the verdict form to the bailiff?
In the Circuit of the 4th Judicial Circuit in and for Duval County, Florida, case number 16, 2020, CF 3601B, Division CRE. State of Florida versus Hakeem Robinson, verdict as to count 1. We, the jury, found the defendant guilty of first-degree murder as charged in the indictment. So say we all, done, Jacksonville, Duval County, Florida, signed by the foreperson on July 31st, 2025.
All right, Mr. Robinson, based on the verdict of the jury finding you guilty of the offense charged in the indictment in case number 2020 CF 3601, the court does hereby remand you to the custody of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, and your bond in this matter shall be revoked. Now, he is entitled to a pre-sentence investigation report. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, then I will be sure to order one. Again, that takes approximately 30 days to complete, so we'll need to come back for sentencing no earlier than 30 days. When would the parties wish to return? The same week as Mr. Whitaker?
Well, that's a wrap for Ksoo. They done found this nigga guilty of murder, and he has another murder charge. So Ksoo will definitely never leave a prison unless it's in a fucking coffin to go to a cemetery, bro. He has another murder charge he has to fight. It's over with. RIP to Youngin Ace's money that he spent on these boys' lawyers. It's over with, bro. Only thing I'm a little confused about is the fact that Ksoo and Scotty was found guilty for this murder, even though there was only one death and one shooter. So I don't know. I don't know if somebody got like a 1st degree, 2nd degree, 3rd degree, or if they're doing like a hands on one, hands of all kind of thing. I don't know how that shit work. But yeah, GG.
Please speak loudly and clearly into them. Thank you. Counsel, you may proceed.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I take it from the uniform you're a police officer?
Yes, sir.
What's your current rank?
Sergeant.
I want to turn your attention to January 14th of 2020 at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Do you remember being in your department's property room on that day?
Yes.
While you were in the property room, did you see my client, Hakeem Robinson?
Yes.
Did you sit down and have a conversation with him?
Yes, I did.
Now, the case that we have before these juries happens less than right around 12 hours later, 12 to 18 hours later. I want to ask you questions about what my client looked like.
Okay.
You remember what his hair looked like?
Somewhat, yeah.
Now, if we can use gentleman here with the gray suit and the red shirt, would you agree that my client's hair was around the same length, maybe a little bit longer, but twisted?
Correct, yes. It was, I think, a little bit longer than that.
It wasn't dreads down to his chin?
No, not at all.
It was consistent with that type haircut where it's trimmed around the edges, twists, maybe a little bit longer.
From what I remember.
But not much longer.
From what I remember, yeah. I can't recall too much, though.
Sergeant, I have 2 questions for you. You had a conversation for what, maybe about a half hour with my client?
If that, yes.
Would you ever use the word slender to describe him?
I would not know.
What about short?
No.
This message is for all the YNs. The streets is done. I mean, it's been done, but y'all just trying to cling on to something that's not there. This should be an example. Bruh, stop throwing your life away for nothing. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you're the only one that's gonna go in that box by yourself. Think about it. Ksoo has just been found guilty alongside his cousin ATK Scotty. They both finna do life. And for what? For the streets? You know the streets is done. You got your own father testifying against you. I really feel bad, dog, because most people just realize when it's already too late, bruh. At least they get a chance to actually right their wrongs, but it's gonna be behind bars. That's the bad thing. A lot of people go through situations where they realize, like, damn, what am I doing when it's too late? When they're about to be unalive. So it's gonna be some people that look at this and really change their life, but then it's gonna be other people that just be like, I'm not gonna get caught. I'm gonna be smart about it. At the end of the day, bruh, only probably like 5% make it out alive and live a.
Hey, he was 16. I took his soul right about the street. Yeah, baby. This what baby did. When I put that shit on baby cremated ass, we whip their ass, dog. I run that gym, bro. They cremated ass. Poor ass dead nigga. Hey! Hey! Bitch, you stupid, boy. You need to chill out, man. Hey, they got his mom walking around, March! We're gonna get him, March! No. In the air with baby, I'm flying with baby, I'm flying.
Now, call me crazy, but I'm probably the only one who feel like, was that really Ksoo who did that? Like, I don't know. It's something about the body frame. No matter how they pose it, to me, didn't look like the same person. Then I was like, where did all his hair go? Because he had them locks. So why wasn't it sticking out of his head? I don't know. I just felt like that might have not been him. That might have been the other one, you know, because the head was more rounder. Body type was a little bit different. Ksoo was a little bit more husky. So it wasn't, I don't know. It just, to me, did not look like him. Okay. But, I mean, he didn't really give himself much of a good reputation by the antics that he put on social media and he put on his songs. I want to say a couple of years back, like 4 years ago, around the time when it was heavy and everybody was alive, I was on TikTok and I heard this song. So it got that, the got not. Where's Corbin and all that stuff. And they was doing a trend on TikTok. And somebody was making a parody talking about when you trying to support your son. And the mom was like all surprised that he was saying all this stuff. But she kept rocking with him because it was like a little comedy skit. And I was listening. I showed my husband. I was like, this is so funny. Look. And he was like, you know, these are really people who died. I said, what you talking about? And he took me to the video and he showed me the whole beef with ATK and block 6 Block and Fulio and all that other stuff. And I was like, wow. Child deleted that video, unreposted that video so fast because I was like, this is really sad. I didn't think it was legit. I just thought it was a song. I didn't know what was going on. But the fact that these youngins now put out what they do, they dry snitch on themselves is crazy. Like I think it's all designed by social media because nowadays everybody on social media want to be famous. They want to be known. Attention is a hell of a drug. They want people to know who they are, what they do, how they come. Everybody want to be famous. Everybody want to be loved. Everybody wants support until, you in that courtroom. Now, what I will say is he was charged through circumstantial evidence. It wasn't direct evidence because the way it was coming was crazy. And then ATK Scotty, he was convicted, but he ain't do nothing but be there. He was guilty by association, so he get the same little tidbit if he would have done it. But looking at Ksoo's story and his history on what he had going on in his life, it's pretty scary. Like he was just hit, but to him, King Von, a couple of other hitters, they really taking out young lives. Everybody taking each other out. And then Fulio, the situation with him when he got unalived on his birthday, it's like when I seen how he looked and how he was behaving on his birthday, I think he was tired of the streets. That's what he gave me. The look in his eyes, he looked like he was a little scared to go, but he was like, I'm just going to go because everybody's gone. Everybody I love is gone. His dad got unalived when he was like 13 because his dad fought somebody and that person didn't like that they got beat up. So they came back and took him out for it. So it's just it's crazy because the lifestyle that they live and what they're at, this is a whole resource poverty issue. This is what happened when you don't have enough resources in the community. And they will put us in these type of areas and they will give us lack of resources and don't give our children anything to live for or anything. They just trying to find themselves. And it's kids raising kids, babies raising babies, a lot of single moms, and then the dads that are around be a part of it. And it's definitely a sad case. And they said from what I was witnessing or when I was looking at with the videos that a lot of the unaliving in the streets has died down since. But let's make no mistake, this is just one section of a very impoverished area. In one spot. There are plenty of them everywhere. Of course, it's in Cali, Chicago. Like, there's these little areas where we just, some people get the short end of the stick based on where they're growing up or, where they're at in life. And it is what it is. But it's really difficult to raise sons in this type of time that we in. Shit, I think in any time it was difficult to raise your sons. But it is hard to show children in general the best way to go, the best way to live. But if you have lack of resources to give your kids, they're going to try to find it wherever they can. And with no guidance, this is what's going to happen. Now, unfortunately for ATK Scotty, I think out of everybody, well, I can't even say I feel bad for him the most because he was out there doing a lot too. It's just not proven. But the fact that he got charged and he didn't even do nothing was crazy. But with Ksoo, if you listen to one of the witnesses who spoke, the witness has to see Lil Buck face when she go to sleep. She was talking about how his teeth was on the ground away from his face. His face was just disfigured. His body was just separated. It was just the horror in her voice. Like, this is a bad situation all around. This is a bad situation all around. And, the parents, of course, hurt. and they're doing what they can with the lack of resources they got and the situations they've been put in. They can't move their kids out, and even the hitters that are out there hitting people, they can only go as far as where they at. They can't travel, they can't do nothing because there's lack of resources. So it's a sad situation, and it's unfortunate. And him and a couple of other people, they're just a small amount of people, of other people who are still out there doing it. And it's just going to get worse and worse and worse if they continue living in the area that they're at, or if there's no resources going there. And, you know, you hear a lot of stuff about Florida, and a whole lot of stuff about Florida. You hear stuff about YNW Millie, which is a crazy case in itself, too. It's just these kids don't stand a chance based on where they grow up and if they can get out or not. And it's not just Florida, it's other states too. Cali, New York, it's everywhere. We just now hearing this story. It just got big, so big to where it hit the streets. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. Do you guys think Ksoo actually was the one who pulled it or not? I personally don't. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments.
We in a no hyena zone. Anti-hyena zone. It's my